Hello, everybody. Welcome to the
Yay!
Sisterhood call. I'm Georgiana Samboy, the leader of our amazing team. So excited that you guys are here. And this is the Team Cup team too, except we're missing one. Um,
Yeah,
and
where is Lena?
I don't know where she's
She rocked it
MIA.
out yesterday.
I know.
That's awesome. I'm really getting nervous. I'm running out of warm market.
No, you'll be good. Don't worry. You'll be
No,
good.
I really am. I don't know. I actually missed a bunch of people, I think, because now that all of my friends are in Teamsy, I can
Yes,
see all of them.
good.
Like, I
So
feel
you're
like,
using Teamsy.
well, I'm trying it out because I feel
Good.
like I need something and I'm not writing anyone's names down. I literally just go through the same message threads and see who I've talked to and who I haven't.
Good.
That's bad. That's not a
Oh.
good no, because it wastes time.
Oh yeah,
I need, time efficiency, like
I
insane
know.
time efficiency. I can't be like thumbing through a list and saying, when did I last talk to this person? Let me click on the message. Like, I want something to do it for me. And that's what Teamsy does. So I figure
Yeah.
it'll be
So
worth the investment, you know?
yeah, I know other people who use it and really like it. Um, so all right, so the one thing that I want to always go over with you guys is what we talk about on the Diamond Leadership Call. Like I honestly cannot wait for you guys to start hitting Diamond because I would love for you guys to be on the call with me. And here's a perfect reason why, like amongst other reasons. Like that would mean that you have your own teams and you're the leaders. Am I all jumbled or are you guys hearing me right? Because I know once it was like not good. Am I okay?
It's,
Oh, good. Okay. Because at one time it was like the internet was, yeah. So anyway, so what I was thinking next Monday, I have a PFA president meeting at the middle school at the same time as the Diamond Leadership. So next Monday, I'm not going to be able to be on it. And I hate missing those because they are not recorded. They don't record them. And they almost do that on purpose because it's really like a leadership, almost like a powwow where everybody shares ideas and best practices. And like, it's really like a golden call. And I'm like, I don't want to miss it. But like
Not so
once
good
you,
for us working women, though, because I'll
I
never
know
be on the call.
Courtney Wingate, who is the leader of the Make Waves Fitness, she complains about that all the time. She's got a corporate job and she's very successful and she's like you guys.
I
She's,
understand the rationale for not wanting to record it, but I feel like for people who could, like, literally, that means that she's never going to be able to be on there.
I
Right?
know it
Information
stinks.
can
It
be shared.
really stinks because I love the call. Like I really look forward to it. I usually walk away with something good. But the beauty of having multiple diamond coaches on one team or many teams is when one can't make it or two can't make it, other coaches can hopefully make it. Like I usually can make it every week, but next week I'm not going to be able to. And I just looked on the calendar and I'm like, and those freaking those meetings are so effing long. People talk
okay, you
so
can
much.
like reach out to Carrie and get all the notes though. No?
Harry's never on it.
Oh, what about Lori then? Go reach all the way up to Lori. I don't know. Do you not talk to Lori?
I mean, no, I do. But I wouldn't. She's like, you got to make it. Like they usually will have. You know what? It's good that you mentioned that. They do have somebody who sometimes summarizes it, like a secretary, who will say like topics that we talked about. So
Honestly, it
that's
only helps the team. So why wouldn't it
exactly.
be shared? You're going to
Yeah,
just share it with us anyway.
somebody did it last time, and it was like, oh, thank you so much. This was great. So
Well, it makes it more like, oh, this is the secret club.
I know, right? But right,
Makes
so
it more desirable.
yeah, I know, right? It's like that FOMO thing, right? So, okay, on the,
Good nuggets of information from this week's call from them.
so I got some, I'm like looking for, I don't know what the heck all of my notes are. Here it is. Okay. All right. So on the call, what the hell? I'm like, not, here it is. All right, so they talked about the same thing actually that we've already been talking about, and I did not do all the stuff that I said I was going to do. I did look into it, but I didn't figure it out yet. Is shared leadership. Really sharing the leadership roles on the team. And I know we've been trying to kind of like kick that off, and I really just gotta just get into the team page and do it. I know I created a poll in the Shine Sisterhood with the different things. Hold on, let me see if I can. I'm kind of all over the place.
I have a question about the poll that you submitted. So the shared leadership that Lori does,
Yeah.
she does it for posting within the Flawless Empire.
Right.
Do you think for the level that we are at coaches, we could be doing shared leadership in our Rise Up project to alleviate some of the stuff? I
Yes,
think
please.
or to
That
kind
would
of
be
share
amazing.
that kind of stuff.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that plus Shine Sisterhood for both.
Like I saw a lot of the questions on the poll was almost adding new stuff to Shine Sisterhood, but I feel like there's stuff that we could share that we're doing now, even if it's just one person's in charge of setting up this call. I used to do it, but I was traveling today, so I didn't do it. But like one person's in charge of setting up the call and setting out the Zoom. One person's in charge, even the stuff that we're sometimes skipping now, the email, put an actual calendar on the thing so we get back to the email. The post, the daily posts in Rise Up, like maybe not adding additional stuff to, I mean, that's fine if we want to.
Right.
I think for us right now, and I think that's kind of how Lori shifted it. In the previous, she was doing all of the posting for everything. And then it was like, oh, here, like, I don't think we have to add someone to our group who's saying, here's the link to the virtual gym every day. Maybe someone can be doing that in Rise Up, like not in Shine Sister. I think maybe sharing the pre-existing responsibilities will help alleviate and allow some people to also assume those responsibility roles.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I would love to do both, but I think you're right. At the level we're at right now, let's focus first on the Rise Up project and any other, like I know Kathy has already volunteered. Thank you, Kathy, for like volunteering she's going to be doing the bar posts in the morning because she gets her workout in and done much earlier. So it kind of makes more sense for her. Like I don't get mine in as early as you do. So for you to do that, that would be amazing. So I thought that maybe what we could try to do, unless you think that it's better to do it, in the page itself, is actually divvying things up now, or do you think that we should do that on the page? I don't know. I feel like I don't want to waste time. Like
realistically, would it just be Elena as well who's doing it, or do you think that any of the other Emerald coaches or Shine Sister coaches that you have would want to be doing stuff? I don't want to assume that they don't, because maybe
right. I know. I never know what to do there because I guess we could make the list and then post it in the group and offer it up to people, and then whoever signs up, signs up. I mean, really what it is what we need to get done. So what gets done every day is a poll. And now Carrie Danielle's been doing that, but what I think is good is switching things up. That's why I kind of like the sign up thing. So like, it's not the same person every week doing the same thing because everyone's going to have their own little flair. They're going to be using their own vocabulary, the way that they say things, and it might make it more like, another person for people to connect with in the group. You know what I mean? So like, when I do the poll, it's going to be different than when Carrie Danielle does it. And I might put something funny in it or something like that.
Irene did it. Last time I was traveling or something, you did it. And you put like different selections in it. And I was like, oh, that's cute. That's creative. I like that.
Yeah. And then so that way we could change it up. Like I have the way I word my check-in is the same exact way every friggin' day. I mean, the only thing that I would ask is that you include the link to the Zoom room because I think that people eventually, if they want to use it, it's kind of convenient for it to be right there. But anything else, like if you want to, however you would want to do it. So really it's just the poll, right? The check-in. The challenge guide post also has to be done every day. It's only one of those a day. And then
that Wild Card Wednesday thing is an awesome idea. I really liked that.
Oh yeah. You want to do that in the Rise Up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and we can each take a turn, like,
I think that's just literally setting up, like, you do the first week, I do the second week, you do the fourth week, you do the third week.
I love that. All right, I think that's enough. I mean, that's 4 things every
I have to get
week.
used to going live. I don't even go live ever.
Well, the good thing is it'll only be like, if it's 4 different people, it's only once. Like I said, I think maybe it's 6 of us doing it, so 5 or 6. So it's probably only going to be once every month and a half. So it's not too bad. All right, so it's just the poll, the check-in, the challenge, the Wednesday thing, the wild card Wednesday, and did we want to do, like, I know Elena likes to do the Transformation Tuesday post every week. You want to do that one too?
Yeah, I guess we could.
Right? Or do we want to, like,
You post a lot of other little stuff though. Like you posting stuff all the time. I feel like I don't know how. No, but it's good. It's good, but it's also like sometimes there's no activity. You know what I mean? Like it might be like too much for some people.
That's what I think sometimes. Sometimes I don't, you know, sometimes I think it's too much and then people get overwhelmed. I mean, you know, of course we don't want that.
Well, we can tell from the engagement, like if people are liking it or actually responding, then they're looking for a post like that. But like they may, some people aren't even coming in to do their check-in. Some people aren't posting at all. Like I invited somebody that I actually found out because you and I are in a lot of the same circle, Georgie. So I'm like, oh my God, I got to make sure that she has already reached out to these people. A lot of my warm market is your warm market. So if I see that they're friends with you, I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm just going to pass this person by. But this person that I invited, I didn't think that you were friends with. Turns out she's actually in the Rise Up Project. She just never posts.
Who is it?
Elizabeth Wolf. Elizabeth Powers Wolf.
I met her at a baseball field.
Yeah,
our kids were doing something on the baseball field. She never posted anything, but
is she still active?
No, she I think she was having the discount. She was a discount coach too, and she just stopped. She never really. I don't know. Anyway,
so many people that.
Yeah. So all right. So and then do we want to do the meal planning call also? Right. That's going to be once a month.
So that's.
Do you want to put that on here or no?
This Thursday.
This is Thursday. I know. Oh my gosh! It's tomorrow. No, 2 days.
Tuesday.
Your birthday's tomorrow. Yeah. Now everybody on YouTube is gonna know.
Old.
All the 4 people who watch. All right, so I will put the list, and I'll just put the dates of the month, right? So, or actually, the poll is going to be every day.
Yeah, the poll is every day. The daily check-ins every day. The challenge guide post is every day. Those are the ones I think that sometimes we don't see a lot of engagement on, but I like them sometimes because it talks about other stuff, not just post your workout, post your food. Sometimes
I know.
About like, you know, your gratitude or how can you improve this or share a Shakeology thing. I try to always find that one.
You know what I love about today when Kathy Flynn, when you added the post in the bar group, I was like, it was so much fun to actually answer you instead of me being the one asking the questions, waiting for it's almost like when you have a baby and somebody else holds your baby and you get to look at your baby, you're like, oh my God, she's so cute. Like, I never get to see my baby from that angle. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Like,
it was cool because you were interacting with the post and then you encourage other people to interact with the post. So that's awesome. Like it just.
I think with the poll, the check-in, the challenge group guide, those are going to be weekly responsibilities. So we could say, okay, the poll this week is going to be carried in, y'all. The guide posts for this week, and we'll pick them weekly. What do you think? Do you think that would work? Because I feel like if we pick daily, how are we going to have a sign up for that? That's going to be a little too much, don't you think?
Yeah, I think weekly is good.
Should we do weekly?
Yeah, but
that way, you know, the way I'm listing it, I could say, you know, first week of February, and then we just put poll, challenge guide, and check-in, and then you pick one, and then second week, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Organization queen.
What's that?
I'm the organization queen. I'll make a little calendar.
Yeah. All right. Well, does that seem like it makes sense though, right? Versus picking it day, like everybody pick a day. That seems a little bit too complicated.
I mean, you can just go in and pre-schedule everything, and it'll be fine. So daily check-in, poll, challenge guide post, And then the day of
And
the week,
what?
do we want to pick like a day of the week theme for, like we did Transformation Tuesday, Wild Card Wednesday?
And then
Thankful Thursday.
we do have that, what is it called? Thankful Thursday. That's where we shout people out. But, you know, I feel like with these things, we might not necessarily want to do them every week because I feel like people will just, remember when we used to do that? We used to do a Woman Crush Wednesday, and it was so good when we started it, and everybody was really into it. 3 weeks later, crickets. You didn't hear anything. Like, I feel like people need constant new stuff. Again, I'm bringing up kids, but it's kind of like kids, like when you hide the toys and then you bring them back out again, and they're like, "Oh, I forgot I had that." You know, like it's, I don't know. I relate everything to kids.
I want to bring
my
back
life,
the
but
color workout challenge. I
Oh,
feel
that
like
was fun.
oh,
That was
yeah.
That too.
Oh, I love
Sorry, I'm
that.
on mute a lot. My kid is crying and stuff.
Oh, that's okay. That's
I
okay.
also feel like that was really good for us to post on social media, to show here's a group of us wearing the same color. Like, I think that that shows the bonding in the community.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the other thing that I like that Morgan said that she did, and that was in her video, guys, she was on Beachbody Champions. They asked her to speak. Isn't that awesome? So she went live, I think it was last Friday, in Beachbody Champions. And that's where I got all of her great ideas. And I had seen that, and then on the Diamond Leadership, they happened to talk about shared leadership, and we were talking about it. I'm like, all right, this is all a sign. Like, we got to get this going. Like, you know, it just happened to all be the same topic over and over again. But she said that what she does a fun Friday thing. So we could do like a color one Friday, and then one Friday we could do like, you know, I love the go-go dance thing. I know a lot of people don't like that though. So, but we could think of something fun, like a chug challenge, or it could be something else. It doesn't have to be dancing and lip syncing, like I like to do.
Well, we could change it every Friday. We should just rotate it.
Yeah.
Right? So this way, we already know what's going on. You know, it's just
Right.
like
So
one
you
Friday the colors, one Friday. We could
Yeah.
even say, oh, we could do something fun with the colors. We could say, let's try to make a rainbow. Everybody pick a different color, and then then you post it so that it's a full rainbow of colors. Like, I got red, I got purple, I got yellow. Right?
Well, that'd be fun. They can answer a poll what color they want to pick.
Right.
And then when we do the
could all take a
collage,
picture.
we can have like all the reds together, all the oranges, all the yellows. So
Yeah, and that would show, like, people would want to jump in on that, and then it would show all of us together doing something. That would be fun.
oh, I love that. All right, so I like that. All right, rainbow.
Make the rainbow. Yeah, make the rainbow challenge.
Cool. All right. All right, so I'll put it in the Shine Sisterhood just to have everybody sign up, and I will do that tonight because, yeah. Now, Morgan had all these other really good ideas, but I just don't know if we're there yet. But I just love this idea. I think I told you guys a little bit about it in the Team Cup thread. She does like Rookie of the Month, Most Improved Coach, and this was more for Team Cup. Like, this is ways that she's motivated. Wait, what happened? What's so funny? Something happened.
I'm looking at a little Chloe who's peeking her head in there.
Oh,
Now we're butt. I see a Chloe butt. Hey, girl. Hi.
Baby.
so cute. I love her curls.
Oh my God, my daughter had curls just like that when she was that age. Oh my God. How old is she?
She's 2.5.
2.5. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my daughter was just like that. She's so funny. Hi,
Chloe.
I'm gonna say hi to my friends.
Hi.
All right, I'm gonna go back on mute. Just it's blaring. I don't do it.
And oh, this was interesting. She said, so she does Most Improved Coach, Happiest Helper. Like, she came up, and it was funny because as she was going over all these different like they're just like cute little like recognition things that you could recognize your team for. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute, you know. And I was picturing, all right, who would that be? Oh, that's Carrie Danielle. I'm like picturing, like, who are all these people on our team? And it's like, oh, that one's Elena. Oh, that one's Irene. That one's Cassie. So I was thinking about you all with that. But something really interesting, she said that, and I don't think we're exactly there yet, not that we won't be, but she said for the winner of these different things, what she's doing is she's having them host one of her team calls. And I thought that was really cool because if she has like 8 different things here of like different categories. And I'm like, wow, even if she did like one a month, that's one call of her month for 8 months that she's got covered because somebody else is going to be leading it. And that was the prize for the teammate.
But it circles back to the whole idea of shared leadership. I remember when we were first in Team Crush and we were doing challenge groups with them and I had my first posting day. It was like the biggest deal to me that I could do this because I always admired the coaches who were doing it. Like to me, it was such like oh my God, I get to be what they're doing. And it felt exciting. And I think that it's also a good opportunity because like obviously we have us on the call, but we may have some people that we think are potential coaches that want to start doing stuff, or maybe they're not the Emerald girls right now, but they're just a discount coach. Like I have certain people that are popping in mind that I'm like, oh, I would love to see them take a posting day, or or I can just pose it in I'm going to be on vacation. Can you take this day and post this thing for me? And then they may get excited. And like, I just remember the feeling of being able to do that. Yeah. So, and I think it's really good also as we have new challengers coming into the group, they see us as a leader. It's not Georgiana's posting everything. They say, hey, my coach is a leader in the team also. And they look up to that and they want to aspire to be that also. But then I also think like on the calls, I think that it's good because ultimately we all want to have our own team, right? Like we all want to be running our own Shine Sister, insert your name of your team here, calls on Monday. So I think it's a good opportunity. Like that one time Elena got to host a call, she loved it. Like she really was able to thrive in that situation and learn what works for her and learn techniques to breathe through stressful moments and that kind of stuff. So I think it just helps us expand our own like experience with stuff. So that way one day we can do it on our own. So you can run off and be a 19-star diamond, yada yada.
15-star.
You can throw us out of the nest.
Oh my God. We're like a broken little birdie.
So, does anybody have any questions about where to access anything at this point? Like, so if we're going to be like where to get the challenge guide post. I think, does everybody have access to the Google Drive? That's where that would be. Because we will start this. I mean, what is it now? Today is Tuesday. Wednesday? What's today? Tuesday? We could start. If you guys are good with it, we could start tomorrow, but I don't want to like spring it on you out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like I could just do tomorrow.
Monday.
Like
I think we should just start Monday so we can kind of divvy up everyone's stuff, unless you need to help you with stuff for the next few days. Because then it's by weeks, and I think that that's easiest for organization. Someone could go in on Saturday or Sunday and just pre-schedule all the stuff that they're responsible for, and then be done.
Exactly. So you think Monday we'll start? Yeah. This way we get it set up.
I think that's a good idea.
The challenge guide post, when you say challenge guide post, you're talking about for the different challenge groups.
Well, no, actually, you know what? Thank you. I didn't even bring that up. No, I'm talking about, Nate, I don't know if you know about this. We have a challenge guide that we post from, like, those kind of posts. They kind of look like they're related to the theme.
What happened?
I'm opening it so you can see my thing. I'm opening the Team Crush. I'll show you how to get to it. If you go to Google Drive. Go ahead, Julie, you can talk.
Is she in Google Drive?
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot to do it like a picture or recording or something.
So within Team Crush, Carrie and Christine buy a guide from someone in Dynasty Upline, so they save it, and it's where we get all of the visuals for everything, but they also have daily. So Georgiana posts the day of the week, like today was the Tuesday check-in, but then obviously she posts a second post also. That's a nice visual, and then it has some sort of link back to Beachbody, whether it's about nutrition or it's about fitness or it's about personal development or something. So if you go into your Google Drive, everyone should have access to the Team Crush folder. There's a bunch of resources that are in there, but if you go to Challenge Group Guides, and I'll share this link directly in our thread after the fact, but if you go to Challenge Group Guides and then you go to February 2020 Challenge Group Guide, and then I believe it's daily posts, right?
Yep, there's two. One's daily posts and one's daily graphics, and then you're just going to match the graphic with the post.
So we're following this Love Your Body So here's a document that has all of the words. So if you remember, Georgiana posted the tofu thing.
Yeah, I didn't do today's yet. Sometimes I do them at night if I forget. Like I haven't been good about scheduling.
So today it would be I hate blank about my body. She would just copy exactly this, and then she would go back to this challenge group guide, and then it would be visuals.
Daily graphics on the bottom.
So these are the pictures that you see that Georgiana posts, and it's dated every single day. It's in backwards order. So she would go here to February 4th. This is the picture she would post, and then the verbiage would be here for February 4th.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
That is great.
Yeah. So and you have access to the guide, right, Kathy?
I guess so. I've never got into my drive, but it's connected to my email, right? So
I can send a message in Team Crush to Des. I think she's the one who runs it. She just added Irene and Elena last week, I think.
oh, she didn't. I don't think I'm added to that.
Okay, good. So we'll make sure that you're on there. Just don't pick that the first week, just in case. But yeah, it's a great guide, and then they have all sorts of things in there too. Like they have a spirit week in there that we could do if we wanted to.
A lot of good content that's in there that we're not even.
And that's where we get the meal plans too.
Oh.
And they look all beautiful and everything matches. I love it.
So like you do a meal plan call, but then you post a meal plan that is not necessarily the meals from the call that you guys talked about. It's just a plan that goes out to everybody.
If somebody wants to just, it has a shopping list there. So if they want to just take that shopping list, go to the store and make those recipes, they have a meal plan if they wanted.
Yeah, there's not necessarily a link between the two of them.
And the meal planning call now, we're doing that only once a month. And we're doing it more like an instructional thing versus we have to tweak it a little bit this week because it was good last time as far as the instruction, but I also want to give time to share different types of foods that we eat for different meals, like to give people some ideas on the call as well. But it's meant to be like we're only doing it once a month, so this way anybody that joins us after that week, we could just always send them the link to that YouTube and have them watch it.
Yeah, because you don't plan out the whole month anyway. You just talk about it. Should be more like general, like, these are good ideas for breakfast. These are good ideas for dinner. Not like what I'm going to make this week. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It got too repetitive. It was it got redundant. It just was like we found like there wasn't really a need for it. We were doing things that wasn't really necessary.
Yeah, like I popped on one or two, like for just a brief, but then I was like, I don't know, I'm not really getting necessarily value from this, so I'm just gonna not necessarily go on.
Right. Yeah, why waste your time? Our time is very valuable, so we need to make sure.
I guess it's good to get some ideas for recipes, but I don't know. Yeah, I would be like in the middle of something always when the meal planning call was going on.
I know. And I think that we just don't realize it. It would be, I think it serves people better to kind of have it be like that instructional, like, oh, yay, welcome to this type of meal planning. This is how you use the containers. Eat from the top of the list, like a lot of stuff that we already know as coaches, but that somebody new coming on that's just starting out with our meal plans would want to know.
Right, like we could do it like a question and answer kind of thing. They can ask us like what kinds of tips we have for late night snacking or whatever. Like it should be like an open Q&A, I think, maybe even for like the first minutes or something.
I think that a good idea is if we're going to host that the first Thursday of every month, on Wednesday when we make the post, we can do almost like they do with the Wild Card Wednesday, saying, hey, this is our call tomorrow. The theme is going to be nutrition and meal planning. If you have any questions, post them below and we'll make sure to go through it. Obviously, during the call, anyone could ask anything also. But if they have a question, they could post it ahead of time and then we'll just go in and respond to it then.
Yeah. I was so looking forward to the Wednesday call last week and it didn't happen. I was like, wait a minute.
Wednesday call. Oh, the one in the Rise Up Institute? Uh-oh.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. My little one screaming. Hold on a second. Sorry. Took a moment to go.
It's the Wednesday call. I'm so overwhelmed with calls.
Wednesday.
What's the Wednesday call?
So there's in the Rise Up Institute, there's a Wild Card Wednesday.
Oh,
and,
that's a
and
lot.
there were coaches that were like answering all kinds of questions, whatever questions.
Yeah.
You actually wrote a question in one of them.
Yeah, those are lives. Yeah, I forgot about that. So they didn't have one last week? I haven't checked in there.
She said that Lori sees who wants to sign up for it, and then that person goes on. But that person is always a super experienced coach, so they give them like, what's their invite and how are they inviting coaches, and they just answer like a whole bunch of questions. So it's cool because you can get like an expert's advice, like every Wednesday for like a half hour. Whatever it is. I don't know when she does it. I think it's like in the afternoon or whenever that person can get on.
Okay. As for the wacky I keep saying wacky. Wild Card Wednesday.
We have like no time left, right? Are we on time?
Yeah, I mean we're actually over because I know the Flawless Empire is call is gonna start soon. All right, so I think we have a good working thing. The only other thing that we didn't get to talk about is
follow-up action items for my coach from last week's call. We're going to do the Shine Sisterhood coach sneak peek.
Yes, I did. I looked it up, but I did not get very far as to finding out how to actually do it. I think the issue for me is I have to make my Instagram, the coach sneak peek page, I have to make it a business page. I think right now it's a personal page. But see, that's the thing. So I have it as a hidden type page. Like, like my Georgiana Sandboy page, my regular, is public, meaning anybody can see any of my posts. But I kind of like having the coach one as private so that people kind of maybe want to know like what's going on in there sort of thing. But I think with a business page, it has to be public, right?
Can you simply make the password something that you can share with the 5 of us and each of us log on to it? That's how we have
it. So
me and Greg just have the same thing. We're just logged into just to share, like how we have the Canva. We just shared the password. So go online. So it's not necessarily like here's Carrie Danielle speaking on behalf of Shine Sisterhood Coach Info. It's just here's Shine Sisterhood's going live, and it's just me that's on there.
You know what I'll do? I will change my picture to be. We gotta get a photo shoot, girls. We gotta get a Shine Sisterhood. We gotta have. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I don't know. I was doing something, making my bed or doing something stupid, and I'm like, I really gotta do a Shine Sisterhood photo shoot. Like, how great would that be? Like, I'm thinking about like all of us together in pictures. It'd be like so awesome. It'd be us, So like, anyway, I would love to get that because I'm just thinking, but it doesn't have to be that. But I was thinking about a group shot to be the profile picture. So it's not just my face and it's like other faces. So that would make more sense than just my face, So I'll probably do that. I'll give you guys the password and then you guys can go in and we'll figure out, I guess, how to,
maybe somehow just, how you took like circle pictures of each of our heads and you made that like display, or maybe that's maybe too much. Maybe use your logo, the Shine Sisterhood logo.
Yes. That's what I'll do. That makes sense.
Maybe you can make a highlight circle and we can each say a little thing about us within that highlight circle.
Perfect. I like that. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. I'm excited. So I'll give you guys my password. I'll change that. And then for the next week, because I know we have 2 minutes left, what I would like to talk about. Oh yeah, what? 1 minute.
1 minute. Talk fast.
So for the next week, my action item is I want to develop with you guys a new coach mentorship like steps, like what to do when signing up with coaches. You know what I'm saying? Because I was listening to now with Paul, and I'm trying to tell you all this, but I'm listening to now.
She's just going and going. She has no idea that she's like that. For a full minute.
Oh my God.
She actually has them. What? Can you hear me? What happened? What happened? What did I miss?
Wait, we need to tell her. Where did you chat? I had to chat.
I don't know. Whoops.